What's up, everybody? It's Miss O on the road again. Car Chronicles, day number 3. Today we're going to talk about dating. And the reason why we're going to talk about dating is because it keeps coming up in my everyday conversation with people. And we're going to talk about a couple of different levels of dating. We're going to talk about marriage, dating while you're married, to dating your spouse while you're married. Let me say that. Dating when you're not married, and you're just in a relationship, you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. We're going to talk about dating while you're single, and then we'll go from there. So first, we're going to talk about dating while you're married. And like I said before, I was married. I'm divorced now, so I can talk about these things. I have that experience. And let me say this, just because somebody is no longer in the situation that they're talking about does not mean that they cannot help you, okay? That's just like a business. If that business that I had failed or I shut it down, just because I'm not doing it anymore doesn't mean that I can't tell you how to start your business, okay? So we're going to talk about dating inside of marriage. So husband and wife, y'all are together. Of course, when y'all met, before y'all got married, you were dating, you were going places, you were getting to know each other, and of course something happened between you two that you like, because you obviously continued to date each other, and then you got married. The same thing that you did before you got married that attracted you to the other person is the same thing that they're looking for you to continue to do. Now, I'm not saying that you have to live in the past. You're living in the past, what we used to do, those types of things. No, we don't want to live in the past, but we want to create new memories. You know what I'm saying? So that you'll have something to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? I could tell my grandkids, me and your grandma were dating, you know what I'm saying? You want to have those wonderful stories to tell, and you want to be able to look back and share those stories with each other. So if y'all went out every other Wednesday before y'all got married, try to go out every other Wednesday now. Now, I'm not saying that things are not in the way that keep you from being able to go out, like, kids, work, those types of things, but we do what we want to do. So if you want to keep the relationship going, you want to keep it spicy, you want to keep your spouse happy, you'll make time for them. You'll make time to go out with them. You'll make time to do things with them. Because I guarantee you, if you don't make time to do anything with them, somebody will. And it doesn't necessarily start with another man or another woman making time for your spouse. If your wife is at home all the time and you ain't going nowhere with her, and her girlfriend who is single can make time to go out with her, and they going out and her girlfriend talking about how fine that man is in the club, how wonderful he look, you know what I'm saying, she gonna start to look too, because she lonely, ain't nobody taking her nowhere, checking for her. He at the club, so that means he got time to go out. You know what I'm saying? So it actually starts before a man even comes into the picture. Somebody introduces her to the fact that, oh man, he ain't going out with me. On the flip side, man, if your wife ain't going out with you, and then when she go out with her girlfriend, she all dressed up, but when you decide you want to go to the movies or out to eat with her, she gonna put on, some regular old jeans and a t-shirt, you gonna feel some type of way. Cause old girl at work, she come to work on fleek every day. And then when she ain't on fleek at work, she posted pictures on social media about what she wear outside of work. So he looking at that. He ain't got that at home. And then, she's subtly flirting with him, and then it goes south from there. So it doesn't necessarily happen like, oh, some man approached her and took her from me. No, you set set up the grounds for her. You laid the foundation for her or for him to look outside of you. So you want to keep the dating atmosphere together. Amen. That's inside of marriage. You got to continue to date. You got to continue to build. You got to continue to experience new things together. Because somebody gonna go. I'm talking to my homegirl. Hey, Jeffrey at home. I told him I wanted to go to this wine tasting. I told him I wanted to go to Sips and Strokes. I told him I wanted to go see this new movie that came out. He was like, I'm tired. Or he was like, me and my boys going somewhere. I'll go with you later. Sheila, come get me. Sheila come and get you. And while she out, she meet Earl. Earl single. So he say. And Earl got all the time in the world. Okay? Girl, you don't want to do nothing with your husband because you tired. You got a headache. You been with the kids all day. You better watch that stuff. Because just because you tired and you been with the kids all day, all right, you don't want to go. That's fine. Told my homegirl at work, you might like this. Because she been subtly flirting with me. Well, me and my homeboys go out because you say you don't want to go. And while we out, because I'm going to do me and Jake out. And we see Sheila out there. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful with what you say you tired from and all that. And I'm not saying, oh, we got to jump up every time and run every time, because that's not life. That's not life, okay? That's not life at all. But you got to give sometimes. You can't always get, okay? That's what's going to keep y'all together. Making sure you do your part. You do what you're supposed to do. And then, once you do your part, once you give in, or once you decide, hey, this is more important to me than being tired all the time or not wanting to go, because I love you and I made you my wife or my husband. I'm saying that God made you for me, that there's nobody else for me in this world forever, eternity. Then I'm going to do that for you. And so if you do your part and they still don't want to go, they still don't want to be with you, you've done your part. Okay? So we're going to keep it spicy. We're going to keep the love flowing. So that's dating and marriage, okay? So we're going to go to dating while you're boyfriend and girlfriend. The same rules apply, but they're a little different. Because in dating, in just a relationship, we ain't got no rings nowhere, you're going to constantly have competition. You're going to have competition in marriage, but, I got a whole life to think about, and, a breach of contract to think about if I leave my spouse. But if you're in a relationship, this is your boyfriend, this is your girlfriend, it's easy for me to get up and go. So you decide, we ain't gonna have a date night, or I'm gonna go with you every now and then. I'm gonna leave you at home most of the time and go where I want to go. If you call me, I don't answer. If I call you, you don't answer. It's gonna be somebody that's gonna pick that phone up. Then I'm out with my girls, and they always telling me, you can do better than him. And I can always do better than you, because you ain't got no ring on my finger. I ain't telling you to go out and just marry these girls or these boys, but we ain't got no tie, no spiritual tie, no physical tie, no law tie, nothing. So if you really want to be with this person, you'll give. Relationships, period, are all about give and take. Whether it's your friend, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife, it's all about give and take. What are you willing to give? Because you can't just take all the time. That's selfish. What are you willing to give? You always around here talking about, I ain't got time for you. I love you, but I ain't got time for you. Somebody out there got time. Now, I'm not talking about in circumstances where you got a lot going on. And this person already knows that you have a lot going on before you even go there. Before y'all even decide to become something. Before you even decide to give it a title. You know, oh, you know, they going through something. But I'm going to stick it out with them because I know they ain't going to always be there in that spot. I'm not talking about that person. I'm not talking about that. But you know for a fact they ain't doing them or going to work and going home. Or going out with their friends and not you, that's a no-go. That's a no-go. And I'm sorry, y'all. I started this video when it was daylight, and of course it's getting dark now, so hopefully y'all can still see me. If you can't, you can definitely hear me. Hopefully. But yeah, if they got a lot to do, you know. And then also you have to decide whether or not that's something you can deal with. Is that a deal breaker? And also in dating, stick to what you said. If you said that you being gone for 8 hours and not calling me is a deal breaker, and they do it and they continuously do it, and you sit there and take it, then you going to get your own word to yourself, and that's just an example. If I say that we need to at least go out once a week while we're dating, you know, or that's a deal breaker for me, and you don't stick to it, you cannot be mad at that person for not doing what you want them to do, and you said it was a deal breaker, a rule breaker, a relationship breaker in the first place, and you sitting there sticking it out. And that's another thing. It's all about communication. Communication is the key. So if you don't like something, say something. Hey, you know, I don't like when I text you and you don't respond to me. I don't like that. Or I don't like, oh, okay then. So just, all right. Hey, you know, that's cool. You good. You got somewhere to go. I hope you get there. I hope you get there. I hope you get heaven one. That's where you going. Baby, you in a hurry. I'm talking about this car in front of me running lights and everything. I'm sorry, y'all. But anyway, communication is the key. You got to be able to talk things out, work things out. If they're not going out with you like you want to, talk to them. Say you're not doing what you committed to do. And then the thing about it is, before we get into relationships, we don't have the conversation about what is and what isn't a deal breaker. We don't have the conversation about what we do and do not like. We just, oh, I'm googly eyes. I only have eyes for you, dear. And you with them. That's your boo thing. You with them. You don't know nothing about them, but they yours. That's your boo thing. And a train is coming. Come on, Lord. A train? Who wants to get stuck by a train? But anyway, so you with them and you saying, oh, we love each other. We love each other. We gonna be together. And then he gonna come make all this noise. We gonna be together because we love each other. Or because sparks flew when we met and we stayed together because of those sparks. Sparks, you ever seen a sparkler? You ever lit a sparkler? When it gets to the bottom, it's out. You can't relight that and then it still be a viable firecracker. It's done. So what are you going to do when the spark runs out? What do you know about that person? We don't get to know people anymore. We see what they got on. We hear a couple of lines. and we in there. But we don't know that they got a temper. We don't know they got a bad attitude. We don't know that they don't like to wash clothes. And they had that same thing on yesterday. They got on today and ain't bathed. We don't know that. We don't know that. All we know is sparks flew. So we got to get it together, people. In relationships, we got to get it together. We got to know who we with. I ain't even talking about marriage. You ain't even supposed to look at a piece of paper for a marriage if you don't know what you're getting into. So I'm not even going there. That's a whole nother Car Chronicles day. But just, dating somebody, you got to know them. You got to get to know them. Get to know who they are. And that's what dating does. Dating allows you to get to know a person. So, since we're going into that, we'll start talking about dating while you're single. If you're single and dating, meaning that you don't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and you have decided, I'm on the market, I want to see what's out here. It's okay to date. Don't keep yourself in a bubble because you scared, they might hurt me. They can't hurt you if you don't get into a relationship with them before you get to know them. Because if you get to know them, you won't allow them to hurt you. Because let me tell you something. People show you who they are. When Tyler Perry repeated what Maya Angelou said, if someone shows you who they are, believe them. That is the absolute truth. Because people are going to always show you who they are. They're going to show you who they are before you start saying, this is my boyfriend and this is my girlfriend. They're going to show you who they are before you start saying, this is my husband, this is my wife. Definitely before then. They're going to show you that. So if you decide, I'm going to go ahead and date this person without knowing who they are or without them showing me, that's on you what come out afterwards. I'm just going to throw it on the wall and see what happens. You want to do that to yourself. You doing that to yourself. You hurting yourself. You're not hurting nobody else but you. And that's where that self-esteem and self-respect come in at. Do you love you enough to get to know them before you put yourself in a situation like that? But yeah, so you can date, you know what I'm saying, if you're single. But let's just not make no commitments after the first date with this person. We're going to go out to eat. Let us go out to eat and see. They may chew with their mouth open and you might not like that. They may chew with their mouth closed, but it look like they trying too hard to keep it closed. You might not like that. They may, this one thing I cannot stand. When you rest your teeth on your fork and pull it out of your mouth, where it sounds like that little, oh Lord, that's annoying to me. I can't stand for people to slide their teeth across their fork. But you don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Because you so busy looking for your Adam, looking for your Boaz. You can't even pay attention to the fact that they chew with their mouth open. And then you get down the line and to marry this man and you sit at the table because you mad at him one day and you figure out he chewed his mouth open. You figure out this woman slides her teeth across a fork. And then you like, oh, I don't even like that. That's something you could have avoided. Now, I'm not saying, I'm just using these as examples, people. I'm not saying that, oh, those are deal breakers where you shouldn't be with the person who God has created for you. No. I'm just saying, you don't know enough about a person if you don't pay attention. If you don't date them a couple of times before you decide to walk down the aisle with them. You already done seen in your mind on y'all first date how many kids y'all gonna have together. What day y'all get married. They don't even like you like that. You came on the first date and he ain't like your eye makeup. You out of there. You came on the first date and she liked the pants you wore because they was too tight. And you thought it was cute on you. You know what I'm saying? Date single people, date multiple people. And then when you're dating multiple people, let the person know that you're going on a date with that, hey, you know, I ain't looking for nothing serious right now. I'm just trying to see what's out here. I'm just trying to, you know, if we can build a friendship, that's great. And then we can go from there. When you're talking to somebody like me, somebody who is not looking for marriage, and you say, I'm looking to settle down, that's our first and last date. We need to get to the point of saying that that's not what I'm looking for before you came out and said, I'm looking to settle down. Everybody looking to settle down one day, eventually. That's not something you even need to mention. Let's just get to know each other. We're going to have a regular conversation. How you doing? I'm good, and you? I'm great, man. I'm so glad you were able to come out. Cool. What you like to do, you know? What you going to order? Oh, I like fish too. Now we getting somewhere. Let me tell you something funny I heard yesterday. So what is it about you that you know, makes you feel great about yourself? I mean, just a regular conversation. Relationships really bloom from regular conversation. That's how you find your best friend, from regular conversation. Y'all don't know each other, but y'all just start asking each other random questions. And then once y'all start answering those questions, you'll find y'all agree on some things. And then it can grow from there. It can grow and it can blossom. But you ain't got to be around here trying to marry everybody on your first date. Date them a couple of times. Because that first date may not have told it all. You hadn't done anything they don't like yet. You're still new. Don't be right. And so you got to follow the first step first. And that's working on you. Having great self-esteem. Because if not, you're going to get on that first date. He's going to call you beautiful. And you're going to be around here talking about how many kids y'all going to have. If not, you're going to get on that first date and she going to say you handsome. And you going to be talking about, I'm finna go to Jerry. It's not how this supposed to work. Then you find out y'all incompatible. No, you need to find that out way beforehand. Before you say I do. Before you say this is my girlfriend, my boyfriend. Before you say that's my boo thing. Before you even say that's my cutty buddy. If that's what y'all gonna be. But you need to know before you decide to do that, before you decide that they gonna be your cutty buddy, whether or not they crazy, or whether or not they understand the terms and conditions of your relationship. Because there are some people out here who are not comfortable being a cutty buddy. You my girl, you my boy, and they show up at your job. You gotta get to know somebody, man, before that. You know, you'll be messed up around here. So I just wanted to touch on that. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all can't see me. I'm still driving. Got a little ways to go. I'm almost there though. But that's all I wanted to talk about, you know? Just dating. And I'll probably go a little bit more into detail about dating and, you know, relationships and all that stuff in future videos. But this is fun. This is so fun talking to y'all, letting y'all know how I feel about certain things, and you know, being able to get this stuff out get it off my chest. Being able to express my opinion is awesome. And then you get to express your opinion in the comments if you want to. You want to like it, dislike it. If you want to share, not share. You know? If you want to subscribe, not subscribe. You know? But I just want y'all to know I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. And that's real. That's real. I love you because Christ has commanded me to do so. No, because I'm genuinely a loving person. So I love you, and God does too. I'll see y'all next time, next video. Can't say when I'm going to post it. It almost seems like I have something to say every day, but not necessarily. So it's fun. So I'm definitely going to continue to do it. Just looking forward to what's next. As these topics come, I'll be delivering. Please know I will be delivering the facts and the goods as these topics come to me. Because it's a lot of stuff that we need to talk about so that we can get better as a people. But I love you. God does too. Have a great evening.